named in late 2020. There's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They go play action with Franks. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Setting up play action, Franks. He's got Mason complete. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And Jet fighting through, and he's got space. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Here's Patterson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On now, the Bears' all-time leading scorer, Robbie Gould, kicking against his former team. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Franks. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
For Marshall, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McCann's kick up and good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes they...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Franks looking to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, here's Franks. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Franks now. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Hines. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you look at these 2 teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really... Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. But when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Franks. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Franks. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, Stafford here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Looking to throw. Franks. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Fournette.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Leonard Fournette.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
McCann's got it teed up.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Oh, good move. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there on the scramble.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Rolling to his right.
Oh, Sutton, a nice catch.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Steps away to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now Stafford. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Stafford will come up trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. That's caught. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this one's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's Franks now from the shotgun.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Franks. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Looking to throw. Franks. That caught by Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Operating from the gun. Franks, flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. A handoff to Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McCann's kick is good. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Stafford. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Stafford. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Focus, defense, focus.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, Stafford eluding the pressure right. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Setting up play action. Franks airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Stafford. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. And finding the tight end Hooper. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's Patterson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down now, it's Patterson. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They snap it to Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Seahawks. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics.
Off the play fake, here's Franks.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Franks now.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Now Franks.
Flush to his right, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the pistol. It's Fournette. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Franks. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Gold with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback, and bring it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Patterson on the carry. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Franks. Being chased out left. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
And they go play action with Franks.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A 1st down throw. Here's Franks. And that's going to be caught by Coulter.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
The Franks looking to throw.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Inside the red zone here, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
It's Franks now from the shotgun.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Marshall. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Franks. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He gets this to Coulter complete.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. On 1st down, Patterson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,